If you don't believe in miracles, perhaps you've forgotten that you are one. You are a miracle. You are an energetic being. You have vast potentials. You see, as a baby, you have that vast, vast potential. You were loved. You were shared. And Proverbs says that all the days of the afflicted are bad, but a cheerful heart has a continual feast. If you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. As you think, you are. The mind has an incredible power. Let's explore this. You see, the mind can do anything. It just takes time. Sometimes it takes a lot of time. But the mind can do so many things. If you are correct, compassionate consciousness and help others, God wants you to have abundance. But that abundance is not always money. He wants you to have. That abundance has flown through the entire universe. And you are part of that, in that big cycle. Poverty is not an accident. It's man-made. It is made in the mind. Because who do you think you are? Who do you think you really are? What's in your mind? Because as you think you are, you are. And if you think you are poor, you be poor. Let me tell you. The Bible tells us, for as one thinks within his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23:7. This is very, very true. And this is where we get the seeds of that whole idea. And how would your life be different if you stopped validating your poverty mentality? And today you were to shake that off, that self-defeating drama, and embrace your innate ability to recover and achieve. Do you have a poverty mentality? Do you think that you're poor? Change it to prosperity mentality. And let's talk a little bit how to do that, because I believe you can do it through perseverance, positivity, patience, and precision. 4 very, very key concepts that you bring in. I think so much of this I've named my children: Daniel, perseverance; Kara, bliss, positivity; Sterling, precision; and Destiny, patience. I gave them the names of these things because it means so much. The cells in your body react to everything your mind says. And negativity brings your immune system down. Because, see, we are made of atoms, and the atoms repel each other. Nothing touches everything. So we are 99.99999%. We are incredible energy fields with very, very little mass. We are energy. An incredible number of electrons, 10 to the 28th electrons in the average human being. We are an energetic quantum computer, an energy being that oscillates through the universe. And in this programming that we have, we make our mind up and we decide who we are and what we are. Inside our little synapses. And the electrons in the synapse are changing. You see, our body's changing all the time. All this power that's coming in, this meditative power extending through to the universe, the infinite, the infinitesimal. But some people are blind to this. They don't have the ability. They need to grow. They need to foster. They need their mind to expand. Inside the synapse, we have all these powers. This is where the programming is. And every 7 to 10 years, all of those synapses are different. They're made of different electrons, but the programming is still the same. So the memories you had at 3 years old, you still will have later in life.
These subatomic particles, the electrons, the protons, have powerful electromagnetic fields. Electromagnetic fields that extend out and fill the universe. So there's a universe that is filled by your body electric.
You see, and it goes through into the cosmos, expanding. Your mind can expand into the realms of the cosmos, infinitely in every direction, expanding, infinitesimal and infinite. That's the mind. And the universe is not punishing you or blessing you. The universe is responding to your vibrational attitude that you are emitting, that you have inside you. You see, you are what you eat. So every 2 to 4 weeks, your skin's replaced. After 7 to 10 years, your whole brain is replaced. All those synapses are replaced. But the programming is still there, deep inside. You want to make sure that you eat well, because that is who you are. You are what you eat. But you're also a lot more than that. Jesus said it's not what goes into the mouth It's what comes out of the mouth that can defile you. And for him who has conquered the mind is the best of friends. But who has failed to conquer the mind, his mind remains his greatest of enemies. You have to stop the negative thoughts. Limit them. Use them wisely. A negative mind will never give you a positive life. As you think you are. If you think you are poor, you be poor. You see, we're born, we make a choice between love and hate every day. We make a choice between poor and rich every day. As we grow, this happens. And if you realized how powerful your thoughts would be, you would never think a negative thought again. Your mind is so powerful, expansive, but a negative thought is the downward spiral, and a downward spiral of stress. There are three main ingredients to success: intelligence, creativity, and confidence. And you see, the jobs of the future haven't even been created yet. The jobs of the future will be more respectful of nature. At the International Medical University, we have made a science of sports performance enhancement, scholastic ability enhancement, and intellect enhancement. You see, jobs of the past like VHS repairman, typewriter salesman, these are gone. One of the jobs of the future will be the GSRT DCS Super Learning Technician, being able to enhance intellect. We look into the future, some of the jobs that have been predicted, and we're going to see that there's going to be much more jobs in the organic field, in natural medicine, and in helping people through enhancement technology. And if you think you can, you can. Because the mind can do anything. It just takes time. It takes discipline. It takes perseverance. And the best way to predict your future is to create it. You see, there are 7 billion people in the world. 6 billion need this enhancement, and 3 billion people can afford it. Do you mean to tell me you don't have an opportunity? Of course you have an opportunity. Becoming a quantum super learning enhancement technician. Superheroes protecting the world. And why not get an immune license? What is the negative factors in your mind that stop you? Why do you think that you should not? Why not? Let me tell you, you should. You should get over the would haves and the should haves and the could haves. And just do it. Get the license. So you can realize that it's not the problem. It's the perspective. You see, immune is there to stand on the bridge and stop people from hurting natural medicine. And your money problems have nothing to do with money itself. It has everything to do with your relationship and your thinking about money. If you could stop that poverty mentality, you can grow forward and be prosperous. Fear to change is the enemy of success, and fear to spend is the enemy. If you are poor in your mind, you will always be poor. Dedication, joys, compassion, gracious attitude, caring, sharing, create abundance and a rich mind. Discipline, being able to put yourself into a position to work. Everything takes time. Day by day, a little bit. And if you do what you love, then money and abundance will flow freely to you. Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly until you learn to do it well. That means you start and you grow and you do things, because these jobs of the future, this new GSRT DCS technician, this is going to be the way of the future. And there's going to be millions of people wanting and needing this job. People to sell the technology. People to service the technology. People to give that. Because people are more and more going to want drug-free responsibility. And they're going to want to be trained that a negative mind will never give you a positive life. To get that grandfathering, it's simple. You go to Immune, sign up, send in an application, get grandfathered in. You have a year to take the test. Then you can take the GSRT DCS test and get that onto your license certificate as well. And it's time for our industry to start getting more professional. Move forward. Be proud of the research. You see, there's many people in the world who need and many, many people in the world who can afford. Don't play the negative game. And I would like to be known as the intelligent woman of courage, loving, and teaching. Because if you think you can, you can. If you think you can't, you can't. The mind can do anything. It just takes time. And you can come to the Ask and we'll reveal unto you for you to find out more about questions, medical questions, tech questions, legal questions. We will dig for the answers to help you, so that if you seek, you will find. As we build this technician, this monitored technician, to have attended therapy, just think what that means. That means that you're going to be there to not just supply buttons and hit a couple of buttons, but as an attended technician, therapist, biofeedback artist. You're there to also supply a skill. You're there to be able to answer questions, and if you can't answer questions, to find the answers to those questions in short periods of time. Helping people to shape their diet, helping people to change their lifestyle, helping them to find what the problems are that are limiting their intellect or sports performance, helping to stop the causes of disease, helping to move them forward into enhancement. This is what a technician is there for, not just to hit a couple of buttons. We're trying to teach our therapists and our technicians more than just a couple of buttons to hit, more than just navigation, but try to teach them to be skillful technicians, trained on lifestyle, behavioral medicine, trained on superlearning diet, trained on what causes and interference, how to maximize, enrich, and to go towards peak performance of the human being. And if you get stuck on a question that you don't know, how do you get the answers to that question? Those are what you need to know, because nobody will have all the answers, but you should have a background of people behind you, such as in the Ask, and it will be revealed to your site, so you can get answers to the questions that you need to move forward.